everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Austen Tosone and I am a fashion and beauty content creator and freelance writer based in New York City. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 super easy summer hairstyles for mid to slightly long, but mostly mid-length hair. I have been really wanting to do more hair videos on my channel. I was literally the girl who bought a curling iron in the 7th grade and would like curl her hair to go to middle school, and then did that like every day throughout college. So hair is actually a really big part of my beauty routine beyond like makeup and skincare, and I wanted to share a couple of super easy to recreate hairstyles because it's getting hot in New York. I turned off the AC to film and the room is already getting warmer, so that is just the way that life is going to be for the next few months. So I really hope you find this video useful. If you're new to my channel, just clicking on today for the first time, I would love for you to become a subscriber. Just hit that red button down below. It doesn't cost anything and it'll notify you every time I upload a new video, which is every Monday and Friday. This video is extra amazing because I am partnering up with Jewel once again for this video. If you guys watched my festival makeup tutorial, you'll remember me talking about Jewel already, but if I have not given you my spiel yet, I'm gonna get into it right now. So Jewel is a cashback website that specializes in luxury and designer brands that helps you get cash back just for shopping. Like just for buying the things that you would normally buy, it'll give you cash back for shopping through sites if you shop through Jewel. The way it works, super easy. You go onto the Jewel website, you go to women or health and beauty or fashion, any of the different sections, and you can browse the different websites they have listed there. I'm going to be using products from 3 different Jewel brands, so 3 different websites that are listed on Jewel. The first is Sephora. I know this is a big one for a lot of you. You get 8% cash back for shopping at Sephora. The second is Blue Mercury. You also get 8% cash back through them. And the third is Costbar, and that's actually 9% cash back if you shop through Jewel. Payouts are available on PayPal every 72 days when you qualify for payout, so you just have to have $15 of credit in your account from cashback that will go directly into your PayPal account, and you get paid to go shopping, which is one of my favorite things ever. You go shopping through Jewel, you rack up cash, and then you get paid directly. I'll leave a link down below to Jewel's website, usejewel.com, and that is where you can go sign up and start earning cash back on every single purchase that you make through the Jewel website. So huge thank you to them once again for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get into my 3 hairstyles. So to kick things off, I wanted to start off with a really easy hairstyle with a 2019 update, and that is the low sleek ponytail. So before you even go throwing your hair back into a sleek pony and saying you're done, I did want to talk a little bit about how to prep your hair for this hairstyle and also some hair care. So I did do a blowout right before I came in here, and I'll insert footage now so you can see the blowout in action. And one product that I was able to use that I haven't tried yet from a brand I love is Amika. I'm a fan of their dry shampoo and a couple of their other products. This is the Brooklyn Bombshell Blowout Spray, and this serves as both a heat protectant as well as a volumizer. So definitely would recommend getting a spray like this, if not this one exactly, for any kind of blowout that you want to do. And I also used the Rain Cry 2.0 brush. I have thin hair, but I have a lot of it. You might want to look into getting a slightly larger barrel if you have thicker hair, but this worked out pretty well for me just as far as kind of keeping the hair tucked in and making sure that I was getting an even blow dry throughout. So once you have your hair all nice and blown out, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, yeah, but the second I step outside, it's gonna be a humidity mess. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I have a product from a brand that I've been dying to try out. It's a very buzzy brand right now, Briogeo. This is their Farewell Frizz oil, and it has rosehip oil, argan, and coconut oil inside of it. So it's a 3 oil blend, and you can use this basically to combat dryness and also add a little bit of extra shine to your hair, especially in the summer months. So for usage, it says dispense 1 to 2 drops and rub between your palms so that the oil is evenly distributed. Distribute throughout the hair with a focus on mid-length and ends. That means avoid the roots so it doesn't get oily. And it says the oil can be applied to damp hair prior to drying or to dry hair as needed. So for this, I'm using it a little more in a styling kind of format. If you really do have frizzy hair, even when you go to blow dry, this might be something to throw in on top of the Amika product just to see how it goes. But it has this little pump like this. Get 1 to 2 drops on my hand and kind of just running it, really focusing on the ends so that it has, wow, so that it has this like conditioning effect. Like it literally just did that right away. No wonder everyone is obsessed with Briogeo. What have I been sleeping on over here? I'm just gonna take the excess up by my scalp area, but I'm trying to avoid actually going in on my hairline. I just want it to be kind of in the area that I know is going to be smoothed back, and I might even apply a couple more drops once everything is in place and we're all done. So now that my hair is completely prepped and ready to go, I'm just going to smooth my hair back using this brush. I like to keep my hair parted slightly off center, so that is kind of where I'm going with it. You could also do a center part, I feel would look really cool with this, or you could do a super deep side part. That might look really, really nice too. I'm really glad I took the extra time to kind of do that prep on my hair because I feel like it really does stay in place at this point. Show you guys a little bit of the back right now as well. It really is just sleek and pulled together. If you want to hide your hair tie, another thing you can do is take a small piece of your hair and wrap it around the hair tie, tuck it in on the bottom, and that'll keep it nice and secure. And the 2019 update that I was talking about earlier is of course to add in some hair clips. I've been really obsessed with the beaded ones lately. I know I'm slightly behind on this whole situation. This one I picked up from ASOS, which is actually also on Jewel, so literally be sure to use them whenever you go shopping. This came in a pack of 4. And they're apparently really hard to close. But I thought that just doing one simple one would be perfect for this look. I'm wearing a very playful jumpsuit today, but if I wanted to add a little bit of polish to this hairstyle, I feel like the clip is such a great way to do that. I really love how this one turned out, and like I said, it's so easy to do as long as you are preparing your hair for how sleek you want your ponytail to look. So next I wanted to do something kind of almost the exact opposite of the last one. So the last one was very polished, very sleek, and this one is all about the texture, and honestly in my mind for this one, the messier the better. So for this look I wanted to do a half up bun, and I think that straight hair could be an option for this, but I'm going to go ahead and curl my hair and add a little bit more of a beachy wave to the texture. One of my OG, one of my all-time old school favorite products to use for this is the Bumble and Bumble Surf Spray, and I just repurchased this from Blue Mercury. I don't know when I last had it, and I can't remember why I stopped using it, but this stuff is so amazing. This is a salt spray, and it just says salt spray for beachy, windswept styles, so I'm going to spray this on after I curl my hair. And to style it, I'm going to be using these scrunchies from Slip, and Slip is a brand that is sold on Sephora. These are actually made for sleeping, but honestly I am obsessed with this kind of satiny, silky texture for daytime right now too. Satin slips and midi skirts, if you haven't seen, are all the rage. So you're actually supposed to sleep with these in too, and as you guys might know, silk pillowcases are really good for your hair. I haven't quite migrated over to those yet, but to be able to use this, it's so much better. It prevents breakage, and it's really gonna help keep any natural oils in place and all of that kind of good stuff. So this is what I'm going to be using. This is my normal Conair Infinity 1-inch barrel curling iron, and I also have a whole video where I go really in depth about my hair curling routine, so I will link that one down below in case you'd like to go watch that if you're looking for more of a loose curls tutorial. The key for me for this kind of hairstyle is to rotate the direction that you go in, so one clockwise, one counterclockwise, and also to leave a little piece of the end sticking out so it's not kind of a doll-like curl, so that it has a little bit more kind of beachy texture to it rather than it looking kind of prom-like. Okay, so now that my beachy waves are all done, going to go ahead and, there we go, going to go ahead and spritz this into the ends. I've just been kind of spritzing this, and then I do a little bit of a scrunch. Oh my God. I forgot how amazing the smell of this is. It literally does smell like being at the beach. I love how this adds shine. It's not crunchy at all. It really is just kind of there to give you that texture, which is great. Now that my hair is exactly the texture I was hoping for to do this half bun, I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. I'm just going to try using the scrunchie to keep this minimal. We'll see how it goes if I need to kind of add in another ponytail holder underneath it to give it a little bit more balance and make sure that it actually stays. I can go back and figure that out. I'm going to pull this kind of up top, and I'm going to start to wrap it around itself. And now I'll go ahead and wrap the scrunchie around it as well. So the fun thing about the scrunchie is you can really pull this part out a bit and make it a little bit more big and avant-garde. Oh my, yes, I can't believe I did it on my first try. It just goes to show you guys, if I can do it, you can do it too. And if there are a couple of pieces like sticking out, I feel like that's always the case. You can either pull them out and make them look a little bit messier, or you can go ahead and take a bobby pin and just tuck them in behind the scrunchie. It should be super easy and not noticeable at all. All right, and here is the finished product, look number 2. Okay, and for my third and final look that I wanted to show you guys today, I wanted to give you something really practical for one of those days where it is just unbearably hot and you so desperately want a cute hairstyle and you really don't know where to turn. This is the hairstyle. I actually wore this while I was on vacation in the Dominican Republic back in March. I'll insert a photo here so you can see it in action. Basically, it is a top knot with a cute little hair scarf tied around it. I feel like I've seen so many bloggers do stuff like this. Noelle Downing is the example that comes to mind, who does kind of an amazing either half up style or full up style with the hair scarf. I feel like it just adds something really special to the look. This is what we're going to attempt now, and I actually have my hair pretty much exactly in the state from the previous looks. I think this hairstyle does best if there is actually a little bit of pre-existing texture to your hair. So if you're someone with wavy hair who always feels like they need to straighten it or try to maintain it in the heat, this is a great hairstyle for you. This is my Oribe Gold Lust Dry Shampoo. I've had this for a couple months now. It was in my April favorites video, but you can actually shop it through Blue Mercury and get yourself that 8% cash back through Jewel. So that is definitely a product that I would recommend. And what you can really do with this is kind of just add a little bit of texture to your hair. This is also great for those super hot summer days when you do find your hair to be a bit oily, and this can help combat that. So what I generally like to do just to add a little bit of volume to my roots is give it a quick spritz. And then kind of just run my fingers through it. You definitely want to shake this before you spray it as well. Now we're talking volume. So now I feel like I'm good to go. So I'm going to flip forward and use my Tangle Teaser to pull my hair back up into a top knot. Okay, so here is my hair in the top knot, and I don't know if you guys have ever had this issue, but sometimes I'll make the top knot and there's an awkward amount of space between the top of my head and the bottom of the bun, and this is perfect because it'll cover that up without you having to redo the top knot a million times, because there's nothing worse than wasting an hour trying to do that. And again, I do think this is one of those looks where if it is a little bit messy, that's all the better. Like, I don't even mind this little bit that's out back here. If that does bother you, again, bobby pins are a quick and easy solution. I'm going to use this little scarf. It's from Robert Graham, and this is also the one I actually wore on my DR trip. The way I like to do this is to roll it up. Some hair scarves are actually skinny enough that they are made specifically for this purpose, and you won't have to roll it up. This one was a small square though, so you could also tie it on a handbag or on your belt loop, or in a different way if you wanted to style it. So I just put it up to the back of the bun, come around front, tie it in a knot, and let the little edges just kind of float down. If this is a little too dramatic for you, you can also take the scarf and knot it once again in the back, and now you can see you have a smaller kind of situation. All right, you guys, and there you have it. Those were my 3 hairstyles for mid-length hair in the summer months. I really hope these help you if you are living in a humid climate, or if you're running out of ideas and you just want a quick and easy way to do your hair. All of these took me less than 5 minutes to do, so I really hope that this helps you out and makes your morning routine a little bit easier. Thank you once again to Jewel for sponsoring this video. All of the products that I used today will be linked down below, and I definitely encourage you to shop them through the Jewel website so that you can go ahead and get your cash back on every purchase that you make. Like, cash back on every purchase at Sephora. If you're like me and you shop at Sephora all the time, that is gonna add up. That's all for me, you guys. Thanks so much again for watching. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!